Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word from it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't pop that thing like I'm feeling green. Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Looking to my future now.
Hello and welcome to Breaking the Silence. We are so happy that you are joining us here for this hour because we have a great show in store for you. But let us introduce ourselves. My name is Francisca.
I'm ShyTia.
And I'm Angeli.
And we are Breaking the Silence. So we have come to invade your living room, maybe your office, maybe even your car. If you are taking us there with you on the app, definitely turn up the volume, but keep your eyes on the road. Hopefully you're not the one that is driving. You have somebody else driving because you're living your soft era, right? So you have somebody else driving and you can enjoy our program. So we're gonna be breaking the silence on great topics today. And our first topic we're going to be discussing is healthy or just clever marketing.
This is very interesting.
Yes.
I want to dive into that.
Yes, this is going to definitely get maybe even a heated discussion.
Yeah.
We see so much now in the news, in media about health, about reading your labels. Are things actually being labeled correctly? Or is it just marketing?
wow.
And that side just said a lot.
I think we all know the truth.
So we're going to be diving into that. And our next topic we're going to be diving into is integrity. Who are you when no one is watching? Another heavy-hitting topic that we are going to be discussing because we need to make sure that we are who we are and not just putting on a facade in front of people and then doing something behind closed doors. Because what happens behind closed doors always comes out, and it's important to live with integrity, right?
For sure.
And then we're gonna unjumble our brains with unjumble
Exciting.
the word.
Exciting.
That's her favorite segment.
Yes.
Her favorite
She's
thing.
like, anything word related, that is for me. So
See, my problem is I don't spell too good. I was the one who always got out in the spelling bee like after the second word. So
I'm there with you. I'm there with you. So maybe we'll be eating the popcorn while she takes the win. But who knows? Who knows?
Exactly.
Some of us have been coming in strong.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know,
This
it
is
could
your
be
year
any
of
of us.
winners.
Exactly.
Yes, we can all be winners this year instead of it just being kind of more like one-sided. All right, and then we're going to be highlighting the good. Highlighting the good in our lives, highlighting the good in others. Maybe there's something that we've overcome that we want to celebrate, or something that somebody else has overcome that they want to kind of shine a light on. So we're going to be highlighting the good in that too. But as we do, we love food. I love food.
Oh, yes.
I think we all love food. Food is definitely a sweet spot for all of us.
Yes.
So is there like one meal that you say that when you eat it, when you think of it, when you're making it, it just kind of makes you, transports you back into time and into a simpler time in your life?
yes,
Yes, for sure.
definitely stuffed cabbage.
Oh.
My mom used to make it all the time as a kid, and I cannot master the recipe, but every time I even hear, think of it, or even attempt to make it, I always remember a little kid eating the stuffed cabbage.
Aww.
Oh.
And what about you?
For me, it's chicken noodle soup or porridge. My grandma and my dad. So, yeah, whenever, especially in rainy days. But hey, you can never go wrong with soup. Even if it's summer, you can still eat it. So, yeah.
So mine
you?
would be sopapilla. So my family makes a certain kind of sopapilla that is found in Chile. And so anytime that it's cold, it's rainy, it's dreary outside, it's cold, like all the family comes over and they make these sopapillas that are drenched in like the sugar syrup. It's delicious, but sometimes can be a little overloading.
Yeah.
But it is definitely something that brings me back to my childhood. And I have never learned the recipe. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
But it's full of sugar, so I don't know if I should learn it because then I might want to make it all the time. So if you have a favorite food that brings you back to simpler times, we would love to hear from you. You can send in your responses through our text message or through our Instagram page. You can go ahead and send in your responses while we go on this quick break.
strong women who are crushing their goals, overcoming challenges, and living their best lives. You won't want to miss a single empowering minute. Stay tuned and join the movement.
California, the most populous state in the United States, is celebrated for its rich and vibrant culture, shaped by the diverse communities that reside there. In Compton, the Universal Church is located at 1900 West Alondra Boulevard, Compton, California, 90220. Along South Broadway in downtown Los Angeles, includes 12 movie theaters built between 1910 and 1931. In Los Angeles, the Universal Church is located at 237 South Broadway, Los Angeles, California, 90012. San Bernardino is truly the epicenter of fast foods. Call 1-888-332-4141 for more locations near you. Or text 1-888-312-4141 for more info. At the Universal Church, help is available for everyone, so don't hesitate to step inside one of our locations. One step in the right direction can change your life's original destination.
Human trafficking is slavery.
And it happens all over America.
Any child, any woman, any man could potentially become a victim of human trafficking.
I am a victim of labor trafficking.
I was a victim of child sex trafficking, but now I own my body.
Human trafficking is any kind of forced labor.
It can happen to anybody.
I am a mother.
I am an author.
I am a son.
I'm an advocate.
I am an educator.
I'm a sister.
I am a brother.
I'm so much more than what happened to me.
I am strong.
I am brave.
I am outspoken.
I am compassionate.
I am a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor of human trafficking.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Justification that comes with any addiction.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
But as you mature, you have to be with someone who matures with you.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Today, it seems like we are bombarded with so many different health advice. We see products all over the store claiming to be sugar-free, preservative-free, fat-free, high protein. But then it gets to the point that, like, if everything is high protein, if everything is healthy, if everything is organic, is it really? Or is this just a marketing tool for us to feel like we are being the healthier version of ourselves? So this is what we're going to be talking about in this segment today, which is really important because everybody is now on this kind of health kick. Seems that everything that we eat, everything that we do, everything that we breathe, that we drink has some kind of chemicals that's going to make us sick. So we have to be looking out for all these labels.
Yeah.
But it can feel very overwhelming when we're looking at everything and you're like, but what am I supposed to be buying? What am I even supposed to be looking for? You see natural products, organic, but then sometimes these products can say organic, but maybe they're not really, truly organic. So how do we know what is what? Right? And that's what we're going to be talking about in this segment.
Yeah, because, you know, there's a lot of things that, let's say where it says no sugar added, right? And so people, they buy that. They're like, okay, no sugar added. I'm going to get this. This is clearly the healthier version. But you forget that there could be natural sugars, right? So depending on like which flavor you have, certain fruits have more sugar than other fruits. So if you get something that's from a banana are really high in sugar. So then you have that natural sugar, but in your mind, you're like, oh, I can eat as much as I want because there's no sugar added. And then you wonder why you have that crash later down. So it's like really true that you have to check the label, all of the parts of the label, not just the front where it's like fat free, because there could be other, like it can have small traces of fat, but not enough for them to label it. And when you look at the back, you'll see like less than 10% of fat. And then you're like, but it says fat free, it says low carbs, but then it has all of these artificial sugars in it and sweetener. And then you're like, oh, but it's supposed to be healthy, and you're eating it and having it as a snack, and then you're still gaining weight, and you're just like, what's going on? I've changed all of my snacks. And even certain things that I learned was seasoning, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you go to the store and you buy like those big seasoning that's already mixed. Those have sugar in it, and it has other different types of chemicals in it, like for anti-caking and food dye and all of this stuff. So you're buying that thinking that, oh, it's okay, it's seasoning, but you're actually having sugar inside of the seasoning. So what I started doing with my seasoning is I buy like just garlic or just onions, and then I learned how to mix it to make my own like Cajun or this or that spicy seasoning, and then you know exactly what's being put inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
they
like-
even say that, I'm sorry, they even say that about shredded cheese, which is something that I just learned was all the preservatives that are in the cheese. So now it's like you want to just buy the block of cheese and then start shredding it yourself. And I was like, wow. So now all I buy is block cheese. But you never imagine the preservatives and the chemicals and the sugar. They put sugar in everything.
And if you go to the ingredients list, the first 5, if you can't pronounce it, that means it's already like a red flag, because it could say like natural, it could say organic, but when you go to the ingredients, it's like so long, right? It's not just, hey, it's this product or nuts, but there's something else with it, added chemical that I cannot pronounce, stuff like that. And sometimes we're like, okay, it's a high protein diet, but you have to look at the calories. How many calories is there? And then you compare. I know it's a lot of work because you have to go to nutrition facts, you have to go to the label, you just don't want, it's a little overwhelming, but then at least you're informing yourself more of what you're buying instead of just relying on the front, label saying, hey, this is sugar-free. But when you do your research yourself, you're going to be more informed and you're not going to be, deceived as, how the ads or the marketing says, because at least now you know what you're eating instead of like just taking a look and be like, okay, so these ingredients or whatever products or these calories, you're not known of what calories or how much protein or how much sugar you're actually taking in. Then if you're informed, then at least you know what to kind of take and what not to take.
Yeah, I mean, because we're going out of our way anyways to like learn about healthier lifestyles. So it's not about like, oh, I got to know all the information about everything, but it's like little bits and pieces that you can start to add whenever you're doing grocery shopping. Like you were saying about the protein, it's something as simple as just multiplying. If the package says that it's got 10 grams of protein, you multiply that by 10, that amount should be more or equal to the amount of calories in that bar. If it's not, then it's not really a high protein meal. Or if you're looking at an ingredient and you see, like for bread, if you go and you look at bread, if you look at the ingredients that are on the back of bread, some of those are very, very long list of ingredients, but bread should only have 3 or 4 ingredients in it. So even if you don't know what ingredients to look for items that have shorter ingredients list and that are more natural that you would normally find in that item to begin with.
And then, especially if it doesn't expire, like let's say you have a loaf of bread for 2 weeks.
No.
And it never molds.
That is already a remedy.
That is a serious issue. So that is also something that you want to look for. And I think that we can continue on about this topic because there's so much information that is coming to the light of things that we really need to be looking for and hidden chemicals that are being hidden inside of our food under natural flavorings. So we're going to dive more into this throughout Breaking the Silence, but we wanted to just give you a little bit of insight as to what you should be looking for whenever you are going and buying something that says it is healthy. Always double check your labels and make sure that it is actually healthy. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Breaking the Silence. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation. We're talking career hacks, relationship advice, and the tools to build an amazing life. Keep it here.
Breaking the Silence. Real women, Real conversations, real time. Empowering, motivating, and inspiring you live throughout the week. But we know life gets busy, and you shouldn't have to miss a single moment. Check out watch.ulfn.org/breaking the silence. Your one-stop destination to catch up, rewatch, and relive your favorite episodes anytime. Unfiltered conversations, influential guests, life-changing moments. All just a click away. Why miss out when you can experience breaking the silence over and over again on your time? Start watching today.
When you hear soul food, you probably think of this. A rich, home-cooked meal that fills your belly and warms your heart. But what about the hunger no meal can satisfy? The hunger for peace, purpose, love, and joy? Introducing the Soul Food Podcast, a faith-based show designed to nourish your spirit.
Redo your life, your family, your marriage. From ashes, He can give you a new life.
With over 200 inspiring episodes streamed across the globe, you'll find stories of hope, encouragement, and transformation.
Today, my life is a life that I could not have imagined. A lot of people, they go to church the first time or for a few months because they want a blessing. But the biggest blessing is the Holy Spirit.
Listen anytime, anywhere on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Engage with polls, share your thoughts, and be part of something bigger. Don't miss the food that lasts forever. Tune in to the Soul Food Podcast today. And feed what truly matters, your soul.
From overcoming challenges to embracing triumphs, get ready for laughter, inspiration, and the unbreakable spirit of women. Breaking the silence. It's your time to shine. Begins now.
All right, let us unjumble our brain so that we can unjumble the words and unjumble the word. Oh, that was an unjumbled mess right there. Oh, are we
My
ready
brain
to
is
be
like,
unjumbled?
you know that GIF where it's like loading?
Yes.
That is my brain for this game.
The rainbow wheel is just kind of like going. Well, we say that, but then sometimes our brains can surprise us, and it might be a little bit easier than we think. Because the topic for this one is going to be labeling lingo.
Okay.
So it's going to be pertaining to health, to labeling. And hopefully there's not any crazy words in there that we cannot read nor pronounce.
Oh my
and
goodness.
definitely not spell.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll be gentle on us. Let us dive in and see what our first word is.
We gotta write this down, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Why do you keep forgetting that? All right. Oh, I think I know.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it tenderizing?
Oh, hey, you did not see that. I already wrote it down. I was just waiting.
Who says it first?
I was just waiting. I was the first one.
Is it tenderizing?
Yeah, I have tenderizing.
Ingredients.
I also put tenderizing. You see, our but it
Your
could
brain
be, you
is
know,
the same place.
Because I'm thinking the food label tender
ingredient.
For real.
I did not see ingredients.
Oh my goodness. This is so crazy.
We know where y'all's brain went with that.
I know.
All right.
We were in the same wavelength at that point. All right. Okay.
Let us see the next one.
Oh, okay. Calories.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's like, I'm not waiting
I'm not waiting anymore because
She's like,
you
know
got
what?
me once, you're not gonna get me again.
All right.
All right, let us see the next one.
Oh, okay. Nutrition.
I was writing that. I have it.
She has smoke coming out of her fingers. Like you going so fast. All right, let us see the next one.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
Oh, this is hard.
This is hard,
Do we get a hint for this one? No.
I don't know. This one, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm getting something. No, that's not it.
Where's my popcorn?
I don't know. This one, I don't know.
All right, what is your answer? Since you're the only one with an answer.
I thought it was, but it's not.
I'm
It
here
doesn't have
scratching
the
my head
right
because I don't know.
letters.
All right, what is the answer?
What is the answer? Let's take a look. Imagine if we...
Misleading.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I was putting mislabeled, but I did. So I was kind of close.
You were there.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't get all the way there.
All right. She got misled.
I definitely did.
She got misled by her
She got
brain.
misled by her brain.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
All
next
right.
one.
Oh my goodness. These are really unjumbled.
Yeah, I don't know. This one,
DP.
Do we get a hint?
letter?
Do we get a hint?
Can we have the first
The
letter?
first letter, please.
What is the first?
What is
At
Because
least we can
we're
get
struggling over here.
All right.
Okay. I still don't know it, but.
Oh, okay.
Process.
No, there's a D.
I did process.
Oh, I put process. Brock. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
That took
That is very
that one
jumbled.
was a little. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Natural.
Ah, I almost had it. I almost had
If you want process, I want natural.
Okay.
All right. These words, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I got it.
I don't.
Organic.
Oh my gosh.
It's organic. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Clearly, I don't be
I was like, what?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. We know who
They're
won this
familiar
one.
words,
Oh,
but
okay.
they're just. Oh, I know this one.
Ah, work.
Artificial.
Oh,
Finally.
well,
I got on the
I'll
board.
give that to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate
I had some technical
you.
difficulties.
Yeah. Have some, a little bit like.
I got to write it down
At
before.
least
I think it's the hand movement. You gotta be
Yeah.
like speedy and quick.
Speedy Gonzalez, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next one.
Oh, okay. I got it. Gluten.
Oh. Listen,
Like
I don't look for
gel-
none of these words.
Gluten.
I don't look for none of those words. I'm gonna be honest.
All right.
No gluten, no organic, no.
Is that what you got? Artificial
and processed.
Okay.
All right, let's look at our last one.
The word that I'm seeing is not the right word.
Hold on.
Oh.
What? This one is.
Is it skeins?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
See, I know the bad stuff.
I think we know where we're going here. Okay.
Wait, I think that jumbled up my brain a little bit more than unjumbled it.
Okay.
But Angeli's brain is definitely unjumbled.
Well,
she took the win. Congratulations. Yes.
Oh, well.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
She's like, I knew I would win, but it's still nice. I knew it.
That's why
She's
you gotta
very
buy
humble.
natural and organic stuff, you know, and gluten-free.
It helps your brain to
It helps your
function better.
brain, you know, to process, not the process.
Not the
but
process,
The process. The
Yeah,
process
the
doesn't help.
process.
Or the
There you
artificial.
go. Yes.
All right. So if your brain is still unjumbled from this unjumble the word, don't worry. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Laugh, learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
Did you know you can watch Living Faith Network completely free 24 hours a day using just a TV antenna? Here's how to find us on your television. First, make sure your antenna is connected to the back of your TV. Next, grab your remote and press the menu or settings button. Go to channels or broadcast settings. Then select auto scan, channel scan, or auto program. When it asks for a signal type, choose antenna or air, not cable. Now start the scan. This may take a few minutes, so please be patient. Once it's finished, use your remote to go through your channels. Look for Living Faith Network on channel 42.1. That's it. You're now ready to watch Living Faith Network. Faith-filled programming, available free, 24/7, right on your antenna TV. If you don't see channel 42.1, try running the scan again or adjusting your antenna position.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Understand that things happen, life happens, mistakes happen.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
For when you're mentally exhausted, it's a completely different thing.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
All right, we are going to be talking about something that may seem simple. You may seem like, oh, well, everybody has integrity. Doesn't everybody have integrity? But that is what we're going to be talking about in this topic, because it can be a little challenging, especially when nobody is watching. There's nobody there to hold you accountable. There's nobody there to see what you're going to do and how you're going to react to certain situations. So that is what we're going to be discussing here in this topic. So ladies, with integrity, it is very easy for us to make the right decisions and the right choices and react as we think other people want us to act when we're in front of people. But when it's behind closed doors, when there's nobody watching, it is what we do in those moments that speak to whether or not we have integrity. For an example, I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm just going to ask, okay? So if you are at the store and you check out, and then as you're walking out to your car, you realize that you got an extra $20 in cash from the cashier. Would you just say like, oh, lucky me, I get an extra $20, they won't miss it, or go back and return it?
Go back
and return it. So that is what we would do. Some people might not do that. So that is what having integrity means, meaning that like when you have that $20, you know right from wrong. You know what the right thing is to do. And just because nobody's there watching you doesn't mean that you're not going to do it. So you're going to go back and you're going to return that money and be like, hey, I'm sorry you gave me too much money. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do that, your conscience is going to be eating at you. you're going to end up paying for it later on, but that person could lose their job because their till is short. So we have to think about other people and how our decisions are going to affect them. And that is something that we really need to be thinking about nowadays.
Exactly. And you also know when you have integrity when you make a mistake, right? Because a lot of times when people make a mistake, they don't want to own up to it. They don't want to be like, yeah, especially if you see someone else is already being blamed for it. Let's say you made the mistake, someone else is being blamed for it. The easiest thing to do is just to sit down, be quiet, and be like, you know what? It ain't coming back to me, so I'm going to leave it. But when you have integrity, you'll go and be like, sorry, but it wasn't her who did that. I was actually the one who made the mistake. You own up to it, and your boss, your supervisor, whoever you're owning up to it is going to look at you and be like, wow, like they didn't have to do that, but they did, Also, when you do something for somebody without expecting anything, because a lot of times people have that mentality, scratch my back, I scratch your back, right? So it's like, what happens when they can't do nothing back for you? What happens if you won't ever get a thank you even sometimes, but you're doing it because at the end of the day, you know that you can. There's a lot of people who they can help, they can do something in the situation, but they're like, oh, it's not my place, it's not my business, I'm going to keep moving on. But what if you would have stepped in, things could have happened differently. And sometimes that weighs on you because at the end of the day, you think of something, you see something, and then you're just like, okay, you know what? I should have done this. Or you hear how the situation resolved and you're like, dang, I could have been the one that stepped in. I could have resolved it earlier, Or you hear gossip going on around the water cooler and you're there knowing how it can hurt the person and you're participating. Or you can be the one to stand up and be like, I don't think we should talk about that. Or, hey, everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, she made a mistake, but when haven't you made a mistake? To start to get people to look at themselves rather than other people.
Yeah, because when your words and your action match, that builds trust, And sometimes we don't hear a lot of people say it, but they observe. Those around us, they observe our reactions. And even sometimes you think that nobody's there watching you or observing you, but they see what's your reaction at that moment. So that is like the bridge that's building that trust. Because we, of course, we won't be attracted or we won't be drawn to somebody who you cannot really trust. Of course, for example, in the workplace or even wherever you have to deal with people, you're going to deal with them casually or, in a civil state. But then there are those people that you can actually, hey, I can trust this person because I figured or I've observed how she was able to handle this when she made a mistake. As you've said, she owned up to it, or nobody saw her. There was no camera there, but she came up to the boss. She came up to this team manager. She came up to this person or this family member or a friend, and she was able to say, hey, it's me who did it, as you've mentioned. It can be uncomfortable, right? Like having to own up to your mistakes and having to stay true to your morals, to your values, because sometimes, yes, it could be uncomfortable. You're not pleasing everybody in that room, in that family. However, you're staying true to yourself, and it can be really, really draining. I don't know, when you're behind closed doors or when you're by yourself, you remove that mask, and then when you're around people, you're just, okay, let me put that mask again. It's just so draining that you're just like, okay, let me just be honest and stay true. It could be uncomfortable, yes, but then at least you have that integrity. Exactly. You're honest with yourself, whether you're outside or whether you're inside, whether you're alone or with other people.
And that reminds me of a movie that I watched where it's like this guy, he started on the company and the boss was looking for a manager. So he called him in the room and he's like, hey, we're looking for a new manager for inventory. And I want you to lie on the documents because I have plans for one of the shipments. So don't say we got it. Just say we got 16 out of 17. And it's his boss. So he's like, man, I could get fired if I say no. But he went home, he thought about it. And when he went back to work, he told the boss, I can't. And the boss was like, but I can fire you. Are you sure this is your answer? No. And he was like, it's no. And then the boss was like, it was a test the whole time. It's like, because they went through like 6 people, and all the other 6 people were like, yeah, I'll lie, sure, no problem. I'll do it. And he was the only one who was like, no, and they didn't even want to ask him because he was so new, but they saw that they can trust him, and he ended up getting the promotion over a lot of people who worked there before him.
Yeah. Yeah, and people recognize that. People see, you know, the real authenticity in you, right? And so we have to hold true to our morals and to our standards and make sure that we are not allowing the circumstances, the pressures on the outside to take us away from that, to pull us away from who we truly are and what we believe. And at the end of the day, you might not feel like you're winning the battle, but you will win the battle at the end of the day. And you're able to sleep with yourself. You're able to lay down with a clear conscience, knowing that like, hey, I might not have lied like my boss wanted me to, but at least I can lay down in peace knowing that I made the right decision. Because if I would have lied and said, yes, I will do it, then you're going to have that conscience going on all night and all day, just kind of convicting you that you made the wrong decision, that you were doing things that were against your values. So it might be hard. It might be difficult to stand in your own truth and in your integrity, but it's so essential for you to have overall peace within yourself and making sure that those that you are around, those that you work for, those that you work with, that they are not going to make you fall back on your morals and on your values. We're going to take a quick break. I hope this segment helped you. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more.
Got a dream on the back burner? It's time to ignite that fire. Breaking the Silence brings you the tools and motivation you need to unleash your potential. Don't change that channel.
Jesus was more than just another man. He was God in the flesh who revealed the power of the Spirit as he performed many miracles and taught the truths of the kingdom of heaven. Jesus established his church to carry on his mission, to reveal God through both his actions and his words. The Universal Church takes that mission very seriously as a school of faith. Our goal is to help you discover and develop your faith so your life can be transformed. We teach you how to draw closer to God by activating trust, faith, and obedience. Essential spiritual building blocks for a deeper relationship with Him. What sets us apart is that your problems become ours. As we fight your battles for you and alongside you, any victory and success that you win by faith becomes God's victory and success, so that you can become the next powerful testimony for His glory. Let's help you find what you've been searching for.
Tired of feeling unheard? It's time for Breaking the Silence. Real women, real talk.
All right, now it is time to highlight the good. There's always something good in life to be able to celebrate. If it's something maybe in your family, if it's something in your personal life, maybe you've overcome something that you've really been working hard, it's important to highlight those things. And because nowadays, unfortunately, with everything that is going on, we see so much negativity. We see so many people that are just upset, that are frustrated, that are, full of anxiety. So when we stop and take a moment to enjoy the highlights of life, we are able to really kind of see that there are good things to still celebrate. Mm-hmm. So I want to toss this because I feel like one of us might have something to highlight, a personal victory of their own.
Oh,
Who's that?
Okay, fine. No, I'm joking. So yes, this actually happened yesterday for me. So I've been working on my driving and working, I got my license and all of that, but there was something that I just would not do, which was go on the highway. I would drive on the feeder. I would take the back roads. I will take that 30 extra minutes, that 40 extra minutes. I did not care because I just would be too afraid to go on the highway. But actually, I went on the highway by myself yesterday. Normally, if I would try, my husband would be in the car because I'll be like, no, he can always just take over if I get too scared. But there was no one to take over for me, so I had to do it. And I actually drove the whole 30-something minutes to where I needed to go and back on the in the rain as well. So that was like another big extra thing.
Awesome.
I'm very happy about that.
That is good. Did you have to go over any high overpasses?
I didn't have to do an overpass, but I had to do like a roundabout.
Roundabouts are very tricky.
Yeah, in the rain. So
they're very, very tricky. Well, congratulations.
Yes, I did it.
I'm very proud of you.
That's good.
Job.
All right.
You got a highlight you want to share?
Yes, actually. And I want to highlight this person who shared an experience that happened to her, right? And I was so proud of her because she actually was working on herself. But I want to highlight her because she really invested in herself, being self-aware. So I would have like the story short, right? So she was sharing how she has like anger issues and stuff like that. But what she's been doing is she's been scoring her anger. So she's telling us like she's been more self-aware, and there was a situation that actually tested her. And you know, when you're kind of like just there, you were not involved in the situation, but you got involved by some way, and she got not a little upset. She got really upset. However, what really broke the tension, or what really kind of like make her self-aware that this is like nonsense, like I'm not even involved, when she really said that, hey, and then she remembered that the scoring anger part, and she said like, hey, I'm at an 8 right now. So like that took her back to like, I'm not even involved. Why am I getting this upset? So, and it helped me because, or inspired me as well, because when you become self-aware with, okay, especially in certain situations that like, sometimes you tell other people, hey, this is what you have to do. And we receive those advices as well. But then when we are actually in a situation that it's hard to practice those, that you really need to breathe in, breathe out, be self-aware of what you're going to do. Because the first thing that you're going to do is like what? Judge, you're going to be angry, you're going to be impatient. So making sure that like, you know, you're allowing yourself to kind of like have the awareness of your surroundings, especially if you're really not involved. So, you know, props to you and that you are really being self-aware. So yeah, this segment is for you.
Oh,
yeah,
that's good. So for me, I have a friend who I want to highlight. She's going through it. She's been going through it. It just seems like one battle after another is trying to take her out. And she's been remaining strong. She's been persevering. She hasn't allowed it to affect her. But then there was a bomb that was dropped on her just recently. And so she was talking to me about it, something pertaining to her family. It really, really took her by surprise. And I was shocked when she told me this situation and what had happened. And so the situation that occurred, without going too much into it, could have broken anybody, you know, could have shattered a person easily. And the way that they took that information, the way that they handled that situation was just like, okay, it happened. I'm not going to allow it to affect me and the growth path that I'm on, because I know that this is just something that's trying to stand in my way of me growing, just as all the other obstacles have tried to take me out and they have not. So I'm going to stand tall against this, and I know that I'm going to be able to get through this situation, and I'm going to be able to, you know, keep my head up high and not allow it to take me down. And so for me, it really inspired me and just kind of gave me a strength that I saw in her, that because I've seen for months, it's just like one thing after another. And it was almost kind of like when the straw breaks camel's back, in the sense of like, instead of it breaking you, now you're just so angry against everything that now it's like, all right, I'm done. I'm fed up. I'm going to make this work for me one way or another. I'm not going to allow it to break me. So to see her strength that is coming from within her, and her finding her inner strength again, her inner warrior to fight against it, is definitely inspiring. So I want to highlight her as well.
Yeah. And I also want to highlight, so as you all know, my little sister, she joined the military. So I actually just want to highlight the active duty military people, only because, because we have so many people who voluntarily join the military, we don't have to worry about times like this when we're at war, like, am I going to get drafted? Am I going to have to go? What's going on? Because we have so many of those people who actively just volunteer to do it. So I just want to highlight them and thank them for that, because I don't want to go to war.
But even if you volunteer for those things, it's still something that is very difficult.
Right.
And we have to think about the family members that also, even though they're not physically going, but when their loved ones are going, because I'm sure you worry about your sister. So definitely we want to highlight all the men and women that are there to protect us, that are fighting the fight, and all the family members, all the loved ones that are there with them as they're going through this difficult time. That it's not easy, but there's always good, and so we've got to just focus on the good. Even in times like now, we have to focus on the good, make sure that we're highlighting the good in life, because when we highlight the good, it makes us, it helps our brain to start to recognize other good things. Because if we're always just saying like, what is negative, what is the problem, what isn't going right, then our brain is going to just look for more problems. So it's like more problems on top of more problems, and you're like, why can't I ever catch a break? But maybe you are catching breaks and you're just not recognizing that.
And it kind of motivates you to do more good things or try new things, because it's like I'm actively looking for things that I accomplished. It's like, I'm like, well, let me do this today, or let me try this. And you see, like, you can actually do it if you try.
It's kind of like that make your bed idea. It's like once you do one task, if you something as simple as making your bed in the morning, you're like, all right, I'm productive. I'm starting my morning off strong. I made my bed so that I can, tackle more responsibilities and more tasks. You think it's like just like a mundane thing, like making your bed. How is that really going to work? But it really does trigger something inside of your brain to like feel good about yourself and motivate you to continue to work on other things.
And when you come home, you're like, oh, at least I made my bed.
And if you had a terrible day and you come home, well, at least your bed is made and is ready for you to just climb right on in and just fill your pillow full of tears and punching it throughout the rest of the night. But on that note, I hope you enjoyed this segment. And if you have anything that you want to highlight or somebody you want to highlight, go ahead and share it with us on our Instagram page. We would love to hear from you. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. The show is not over, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Your voice, breaking the silence.
The Bible, but you don't always understand what it's saying. You pray, but you struggle to hear God's voice. Your soul feels heavy, sad, bitter inside. The Bible is not just a book. It is the living Word of God. And when the Word is explained, when it is revealed, it washes the soul, strengthens your faith, and restores the peace you've been missing. This Wednesday, it's not just another Bible study. It's a moment to understand what God is speaking to you. A moment for guidance, strength, and renewal through His Word. If you need help, if you need direction, if you need to hear God, this Wednesday is for you. Bible Study Wednesday at 1091 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11238 at 7 p.m. or at any Universal Church. Come, the Word of God will speak to you.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
All right, so unfortunately the show is coming to an end, but I hope you enjoyed our topics and got a little bit out of it. And remember to always celebrate the wins, highlighting the good in our lives, because it's so important for us to be able to look at the good. And I hope we didn't leave your brain too unjumbled from unjumble the word, because me and ShyTia,
I'm still loading.
I think we're still trying to unjumble the words in our mind.
I think I need to eat healthier. I think that's my problem.
I think we have to stop with the processed and artificial.
Honestly, we need to follow suit, because her brain was just getting it.
She just takes one look and it's like, oh, gluten.
I already know.
Organic.
Yeah.
I was seeing smoke coming from your fingers. I was like, how's she going so fast?
She's like, I'm not gonna let them beat me this time.
All you need to do is show your card one time ahead of her, and she's like, nope, not gonna happen again.
You know? That organic kicked in.
Yeah,
that natural kicked in.
All right, and also it's important for us to just have integrity. Have integrity in everything that we do, everywhere that we're at, whether it's at work, with our family, with our friends, or even especially when we are by ourselves. When we are alone, to do the right thing, and not do the right thing because somebody else says it's the right thing, but do the right thing because you say that is the right thing. And unfortunately, a lot of the times, what is the right thing goes against what many would say they would do in that situation. So we have to be able to stand tall, stand strong, and know that what we're doing is right for us, right?
Yeah. You know, especially in the face of consequences. I remember even when I was working before at my college, my boss, it was something so silly. It was a joke. And he was just like, oh, tell them it's not ready, but it is ready. But they're calling too much, so just tell them it's not ready. And then I was just like, I'm sorry, but I don't lie. But it's like, for him, it's like, it's a joke. But even something so small as that is like, that will be one little thing can lead to something, can lead to something, can lead to something else. So it's like, I had to be like, no, if I don't stand my ground now, in the future, it will get worse.
Yeah.
And they use that just joking to hide so many things.
Yeah.
To hide a lie, to hide a dig, to hide shade. Oh, but I was just joking. I was just joking. Right?
Yeah, but jokes are half meant, you know.
Exactly.
So they're half meant true, they're half maybe a lie. But yeah, that's all we got.
Well, we got one more thing for you.
More.
We got the QR code for you to go ahead and scan. There you'll be able to leave us your comments, anything that you want us to talk about or discuss on the show, or you want to be a viewer joiner, you are more than welcome to come and join us there on the Orange Couches. You can just leave us your information there on our Instagram page. But thank you so much for being with us for this hour. I hope you really enjoyed the show, and we will be back tomorrow. Bye.